Hey everybody, it's Brooks here, Senior Pastor, First Baptist Church of the Islands. Hope you're having a great day today. Thank you for joining me for today's 5 for 5. So this week, our pastors in our 5 for 5 video devotionals are going to be talking about the subject of trials and storms. Those difficult moments that come in our lives, often referred to as storms. Sometimes Scripture refers to them as trials. We've all been there. The old saying is, you've either just come out of a trial, you are in the midst of one, or you will soon be heading into one, right? We live in a fallen world, and a lot of times we find those difficulties that come in our lives. We're not insulated from those times as believers. Those times will come to us, and the Scripture has a lot to say about how we are to navigate those storms, navigate those trials that come in our lives. So I want to just say, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, that we're going to be encouraging you this whole week to take a moment to jot a note, send an email, shoot a text, make a call to someone you know who is going through a storm in their life, going through a trial, to encourage them, and make that a matter of application for you this week. Even if you are one of those going through a trial, man, there is real value in reaching out to another person. I'm sure that our other 4 pastors are going to touch on God's faithfulness in the midst of trials, some of the benefits that come when we walk through trials, because the Bible has a lot to say. But today, I want to just share with you a passage of Scripture out of Ecclesiastes, again, that ties in with the application this week of jotting a note to someone who is going through a difficult time. The writer of Ecclesiastes writes here in chapter 4. It's down in, it begins in verse 9. And sometimes we hear this passage at weddings, but it's not necessarily associated with marriage. It can certainly apply there, and it does, but it applies in much broader terms in life as well. But listen what the writer says. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9. It says, 2 are better than one, because they have a good reward for their efforts. For if either falls, his companion can lift him up, but pity the one who falls without another to lift him up. Now let's just insert a different word here. Rather than saying falls, let's say struggles, as though one is going through a trial. For if either struggles, his companion can lift him up, but pity the one who struggles without another to lift him up. Verse 11, also if 2 lie down together, they can keep warm, but how can one person alone keep warm? And if someone overpowers one person, 2 can resist him. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. You know, when it mentions that cord of 3 strands, I don't think it's a stretch for us to say that could be a reference to Jesus, right? The part that God plays as we move through life, and as we move through trials, and as we move through storms. 3 strands, you, the Lord, and another person. Listen, when you walk through trials, you don't need to walk through those alone. You need somebody to encourage you, to come alongside of you. That's why this thing called church is so important, because you're surrounded by other believers there, some of whom would be a great fit to help you as you struggle. But at the same time, remember, there are a lot of people around you who are struggling and moving through storms and trials in life as well. And there is great value when you initiate reaching out to them to offer encouragement. I hope you'll do that today. If you're the one in the midst of a trial, hey, turn your eyes to Jesus. He is there for you. He is faithful. But at the same time, regardless of whether you're in a struggle or not right now, hey, think of somebody who's in the midst of that trial. Take a moment, carve out 5 minutes right now, and shoot them a note, a text, an email, write them a card, whatever may be the case. Make that call and be an encouragement to them, because it's a lot easier when we've got someone to walk with us. Hey, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that bell for notifications so that you're aware every time a new video drops from our ministry. Not only these 5 for 5s, but other videos as well. Hope you have a great day. God bless you.